Griff, can I tell you about this thing that Andrew and I found out about? Have you ever heard of the Switch Witch? Have you ever heard of the Switch Witch?
And no, it's not a sexual position.
No, it's not a girl from Eagle Rock who does both. No. Dude.
Leave your septum piercings at home. This is not what you think.
I'm so fucking mad about this. I just found out about this. I was talking with a couple of people. Okay. Context. This is the first time that I've ever lived in a house before. Like a house that got trick-or-treaters as an adult, I'll say.
Okay.
So we bought a big thing of candy. We filled it up. Our neighbor told us that we do get kids that come trick-or-treating. So we were like, sick. This is going to be awesome, whatever. We got maybe 5 groups of maybe 4 kids per group, would you say? Yeah.
Okay.
And first of all, I got to tell you about the funniest kid I've ever seen is we started telling the kids, you can just take whatever you want. Like, you can just take however much you want. And one kid heard that, and he took every single Kit Kat that we had in the bowl. He took...
That's so targeted.
He did. He fucking rummaged through it to pick them out and took 16 total Kit Kats.
That rummage verged on a rifle. He was rifling through the candy.
Yeah, it was insane. He took all of that, but we didn't get that many...
A rummage with a band.
Yeah. We didn't get that many trick-or-treaters, so I started asking other people that I know that have houses, like, hey... Did you get a lot of trick-or-treaters this year? It turns out nobody's really doing a lot of trick-or-treaters are all getting like the trunk-or-treat shit. And so like not a bunch of kids got a bunch of candy and a bunch of people didn't give out candy. And I was talking to one group of parents on last night, and they go, no, we didn't get really that much candy, but it's okay because like we did Switch Witch anyway. And I went, what? And then another parent came over and was like, oh, yeah, we did Switch Witch too this year. It's the first year that we've done it, but everyone in our neighborhood's been doing it like for years or whatever. So our kid asked us when Switch Witch was coming. And I was like, what the fuck are you people talking about?
Yeah, stop saying it like it's a thing I should
Yeah, Switch Witch is a new thing where you go trick-or-treating as a kid or with your kid, and they get a bunch of candy. And then on Halloween night, they can have as much candy as they want. They can eat a bunch of candy. And then the next day, they hand over their candy to the parents who give it to the Switch Witch, who takes the candy and then leaves a present in return.
A $5 present in return.
A $5 present in return.
And who gets that candy?
Oh, yeah, that's the best part, because I asked, what do you do with the candy? When they initially told me this, for some reason, I misheard them, and I thought they said, like, oh, we give it to charity or something, and I was like, okay, well,
Who's
yeah. She's the Switch Witch. She's over at the Pink Rhino. So the parents keep the candy, and then it becomes their candy, and they eat the candy so that their kids don't get the candy.
This is an insane. This is what your stepdad or dad did to you with more steps.
I'm not joking. I said this to the parents who told me this. I said, the way that I would fucking Menendez brothers my parents if I ever found out they were doing this to me.
Mondo told me this last night. Mondo told me this concept last night. I had also not heard of it. And as he was talking, a razor and strop appeared in my hand, and I was just like, yeah, I'm slashing parent throats.
Yes.
If they, like, the absolute...
They're going to find razors in that candy. That's insane.
It's like, yeah, you'd have seen me on the news as a child.
Yeah.
If you're the absolute... It's like, you're adults who can buy candy anytime.
Like, that's insane.
I had secondhand rage, and then I had the wild thought. I had the fleeting thought cross my brain to post like, hey, any of you kids out there get Switch Witch, You send me a message, I'll buy you more candy. And then I realized I'm going to be on a list. I am done for. It's the end of me. It's never been more over if I put that message out there. I'm going to jail.
You're going to Supermax.
They're putting me in Gitmo. I'm going to a black site. It is over. So I immediately let that thought float off into the ether.
Yeah, damn. I heard the Switch Witch went to Epstein's Island. I heard she was there.
She was on the for sure giving out candy.
Do you know how many pictures of the Switch Witch and Diddy have together? It's wild. It is fucking crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Yo, did you see that? Did you see that picture of the Switch Witch and Jelaine with the titties out?
Oh my god. Here's where I have to be a little bit fair, because I told this to my partner, and my partner had heard of the Switch Witch before in the context of kids who have like nut allergies or other things that mean that like contaminated by like other candies means they might not be able to enjoy the candy, whatever.
Yeah.
So when I heard that, I was like, okay, yeah, you take away the candy that's maybe contaminated, and then you give them something candy that they could eat. But also, that was the other thing. It's replaced by candy that they could eat. It's still replaced by candy. What the fuck are you doing if your kid doesn't have a nut allergy? You're just taking the fucking candy away from them and giving them nothing, giving them a $5 trinket. Ugh.
Which nowadays, like,
that's so insane.
$5 trinket is nothing. What is five? Here's an off. That's not even an off-brand wall charger.
Yeah.
I can't get a coffee for $5.
No. But you can if you can get a coffee for a giant pillowcase full of fucking candy.
And just smash cut to a kid Googling parent poison $5 question mark.
How make ricin out of rice?
See, like, okay, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed unfettered access to my Halloween candy because, you know, I would eat it all and get sick. And what my parents did was I could eat some of it when I got home, and then my mom would portion it out. So, like, she'd put it on my dad's, like, super tall dresser, and then I could be like, can I have candy? And then she would give me candy from that. But my dad would eat the candy, so I never got, I never got a Butterfinger. I never got a Reese's Cup. I never got any peanut butter in it. I never got it. My dad took it immediately. Sometimes he'd take it in front of me. Sometimes he would take it as we were walking to the next house. Like,
unforgivable.
I don't think I had a Reese's Cup on a Halloween until I was
Yeah, I said the exact same thing. The way that it worked in my house was on Halloween, I could eat as much candy as I could get my grubby little fingers on. After that, my mom would take the candy and put it up on an incredibly high countertop that I could also reach because I was taller than my mom. They would put the candy up, and then I would get like 4 to 5 pieces of candy, fun size candy, in my lunch every day. Like, that was the deal.
Okay.
Like, I would basically get,
That's fun.
yeah, it was like, I didn't get the full payout of eating all the candy at once. I got it in like
installments.
Installments. Yeah, thank you.
That could like tide you over to Christmas break.
Exactly. And also, like, the same thing. My fucking stepdad was eating all the goddamn Butterfingers because apparently I didn't like them. And so, yeah, I mean, by the end of it, I was getting this shitty candy. By the end of it, it became more of a curse because it was like, cool, now I got to throw away 5 fucking stale red vines. Awesome.
Yeah, I got all these dots.
Oh my God, I hate it so
bottle
much.
caps, cool.
Yeah.
You mean that stuff I'm going to huck at birds?
Necco
wafers, a candy invented before fun, a candy invented before pleasure. Just like
this is a Depression era ass
yeah,
candy.
exactly.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
what's this one flavored? Star anise? Get the fuck out of here.
You're calling it
Ooh,
depression
plain?
candy because it gives you depression when you eat it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It also tanked the economy.
It's like oh, but every time I buy Necco wafers, it donates war bonds.
I told the parents that told me about the Switch Witch that was a bigger breach of trust than lying about Santa Claus. To which they replied, well, I don't know, because like a kid doesn't like stop having fun after they learn Santa Claus isn't real, because it's not like the presents stop. Like, you still keep getting the presents, only now they just come from mom and dad and not Santa Claus. And I said, and I quote, I remember exactly where I was when I found out Santa Claus wasn't real. I was inside of a drive-thru of an In-N-Out Burger in Baldwin Park, California. We had just come from soccer practice. Frankie Martinez told me that Santa Claus wasn't real, and I asked about it, and my mom said, well, yeah. I mean, think about it for a second. And I never trusted that bitch again. Ever.
Here's the thing. Santa Claus is a mutually, socially agreed upon construct that we all have equivalent access to. He is a part of the culture. He is a part of the
Wait, which culture?
Of Christmas. Christmas.
Okay.
So like saying this very niche thing that you guys invented because you wanted to eat your kids' candy is the same as Santa Claus is morally reprehensible, and you are morally bankrupt, and I hate you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, like, Santa Claus, learning that Santa Claus wasn't real pissed me off, because it was like, first of all, you lied to me, mom, person,
Yeah.
holder of truth and teacher of everything in the world. You lied to me. And secondly, it turns out I don't actually have to be good when no one's watching. It turns out there's not a man in the North Pole watching me and all the other. Oh my God. Is Santa Claus a bad guy?
Well, yeah.
He's watching all those children while they sleep.
that's weird.
Ooh.
Those when you're awake.
We should be checking Santa Claus's hard drive.
And checking it twice.
Santa Claus today found naughty 37 times over.
Naughty or nice list. We found Santa and Epstein.
All right.
I was wondering what that sleigh parking was there on Little St. James. Now we know.
He took
Stable.
15 chartered sleigh rides over there, dude. It's so fucked up.
And you know who else was on that sleigh? Bill Clinton.
Fuck. Are you guys ready to record a podcast?
Let's go.
Let's go. Shut the fuck up. Welcome, everybody, to Boyfriend Material, the only relationship advice show guaranteed to ruin your relationship. I am your loving, adorable boyfriend, Armando Torres, and joining me, as always, we have...
Your very thankful boyfriend, now that it is November. Very thankful boyfriend, Andrew Rosas. This episode, however, is coming out on Election Day. So we shall see how thankful I am.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because I'm the boyfriend that's going to leave the fucking country, Griff. So
You're not, who are you, our non-extradited boyfriend?
Yeah, our anchor
yeah,
boyfriend.
your expatriate boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
man.
realized that mid-introduction, like, oh shit, this comes out on Election Day.
Oh,
That's
all I could think about was our goddamn lay the heaven.
So, congratulations. I will say.
No.
Don't want to
No, you can't say anything.
Whoa.
Or the other thing.
I don't know how our lathe works. I haven't figured out the mechanics yet. It goes either
If
way.
in case you were unfamiliar, every time it seems like we talk about something on a podcast, it comes to fruition. And this has included several things, as dating far back as that submarine of rich people having been dead instantly.
Oh my God.
Instantly.
We made, what was it? Santana? Not Santana. Who was we just found out that somebody came out of the closet.
Santana. Mendez.
No. Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Menendez brother. Yeah.
No, Shawn Mendes.
Yeah, Shawn Mendes, who killed his dad and mom with his brother.
We were talking about like some like yacht rock musician, and then he like died that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, fuck.
Do you remember
Who
that?
was that?
I don't remember.
All this is to say,
whatever. Yeah.
we have a weird, like,
Was it Jimmy Buffett?
it might have been Jimmy Buffett.
I
think it was Jimmy Buffett. Yes, it was Jimmy Buffett. Fuck. Anyway, all this is to say, dating back to the RTP days, this podcast has had a eerie soothsaying ability or eerie sort of lathe of heaven to set things that we sort of mention offhand, subjects that we sort of like, dance around or are discussing, seem to reverberate through the universe, and things just sort of happen along those lines. And it's kind of eerie and unexplainable. And I feel like there's a group chat just dedicated to, well, it happened again, and then linked to news story. And so all this is to say, at the very least, something will happen on Tuesday through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Who knows, for the next conceivable week. So,
something's gonna happen.
Something will happen, and all I know is I hope that this podcast, either way, brings you light and laughter.
Yeah.
Here in what could be a very stressful week for a lot of people.
And to all our listeners out there, FBI agents and otherwise, I want to be super clear. What Andrew's saying is something's going to happen. Andrew's going to make something happen. So watch your TVs, stick to the news channels. Something's going to happen.
Something's going to happen. Talking November 6th. They can't wait till January.
We got to do it immediately. That actually, I feel like we may have talked about this before. Is the sequel going to be January 6th Part 2, January 7th, or January 2nd, or January 12th? How do you do the sequel to January 6th?
Ooh, okay. I would say January 7th.
I would say J6 Junior.
J6 Junior. Ooh, I had not considered this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. I will be there selling unlicensed merchandise.
It's actually J62 Electric Boogaloo Boys. Guys.
Electric chair for the Boogaloo.
Yeah, electric chair for the Boogaloo Boy. There it is. We got there.
Yeah, I've been I told you guys I'm doing a thing with a YouTuber, so I have to be extremely politically dialed in for the past 2 weeks. And it is eating me from the inside slowly. I have acid reflux all the time. I heard my heart beating in my ears when I tried to fall asleep last night. I woke up in a cold sweat on the hour every hour last night. And it's only probably going to get worse until this is all over.
Yeah.
So, and or it'll stay like this. So, you know.
And by all over, I don't mean the election. I just mean all this is over.
Yeah, I mean this empire that is crumbling beneath us. Do you guys ever think about dying?
Yeah, constantly.
All the time, but anyway.
Every day, always. But before we go out, we're here to help you, the listener, the caller, if you will. We've got a couple of questions from some lovely callers today, starting with, "Hi, boyfriends. My boyfriend and I are planning our first go home for the holidays. We've been dating for 2 years, and usually we just visit our own families. But this year, we both want to introduce each other to our whole families. Both our families want to call dibs on Thanksgiving, and we have no idea how to choose. My family is here in New York, and his is back home in Michigan. How do you decide which family gets Turkey Day?"
Oh,
Ooh.
what a dance. Ooh, Griff knows. Okay.
Off rip. Whoever is going to have the colder weather in December gets Thanksgiving.
Yes. Shut it down.
Yeah.
We
Yeah. Whoever is most likely to not have your mode of transportation canceled day of is who you go see. Whoever you have to bundle up the least for in December gets Christmas.
I guess technically then, because it is between the cold of Michigan and the cold of New York, which I feel like New York and Michigan, I don't know. I mean, they're probably New York for Christmas because it's going to be easier to travel. Your flight's not going to get canceled.
Okay, so it depends also where in Michigan.
Uh-huh.
Depends on where in Michigan, but also I would say just off the cuff, I would do New York Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Michigan Thanksgiving, New York Christmas. You want to be in New York for Christmas, a magic time. That's where you want to be.
Beautiful.
But also aligns with Griff's weather prediction that chances are greater that you have nightmarish snowstorms and blizzards and stuff in Michigan at the end of December.
Michigan gets 33 inches of snow on average, while New York gets 25 inches of snow. So,
And those are just raw numbers, folks.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
uncut, uncondomed numbers.
Those are the
Those are the numbers hitting it raw with the white, with how much white stuff there will be.
Yeah. Not only that, but like New York, while they do get snow and inclement weather, I feel like their travel infrastructure in New York City is slightly better because they're used to that. I feel like both JFK and LaGuardia can handle a little bit of colder weather better than, even though Michigan gets better. But
whoa. You think that the city of New York can handle it better than my neighbor Jeffrey, who's 14, and I pay him to plow the snow from my driveway? You think the entire city
Or his
of New
dad
York
David,
can do it
who I
better?
pay
Or
$20
his
to
dad
plow
David?
my wife.
I hate you.
Speaking of shoveling snow, I saw a thread on X, the Everything app, where
fuck up.
that we all know and love. That so there was a doctor based in upstate New York who was like, "Hey everybody, just to let you know, I'm an ER doctor in upstate New York, and if you're over 60, do not shovel snow." What then proceeded was a bunch of boomer psychos in his mentions, basically like, "Fuck you, I shovel snow all the time. I'm over 60. I'm never gonna die." And the doctor was just like, "Okay, I hope your heart is healthy." And not knowing that, look, I challenge everyone to look up statistics on the over 60, how many heart attack deaths are responsible for shoveling snow for people over 60. It is a number that will send you straight to a snowplow. It is like 90% of all heart attacks in the Northeast in like the winter months are from people over 60 shoveling snow. It's time to find Dad face down on the driveway. That is what that is what is going to happen.
I don't understand. I don't understand that thought process of like, maybe it's because I'm Gen whatever Z or a millennial or whatever you want to call me, and I'm just lazy and I'm not as tough as the boomer generation. I don't want to do anything now at all. And so like getting to like sit back and let somebody else take care of all my problems sounds like a dream come true. I remember when I was trying to remember exactly how old I was. I must have been 13 or 14 years old when my great grandfather was like, I want to say 96 years old, almost 100 years old. He lived in Arizona. He was working on his roof as a 96-year-old. He was working on his roof. And as he was getting down with the ladder, he slipped, fell, and basically broke the entire bottom half of his body.
Yeah.
Holy
Just
shit.
complete. Also, to be clear, this is a man riddled with cancer. So much cancer is holding his bones in place, and the doctors are like, "We're not going to operate on him because it would kill him."
Yeah.
At least with the cancer, he's got a chance.
Jesus Christ.
So,
God.
truly a man already on death's door falls off of a roof,
Yeah.
a ladder, breaks the entire bottom half of his body, and we went to go visit him in the hospital. And when my mom and the doctors were outside talking about what was going on, he pulls me closer to him and he basically says, "If I can't get around and do work on my house, I don't want to live anymore." And I was like,
I'm 6.
okay. Cool, Grandpa. No, I don't think you understand. If I can't live my life, I don't want to live anymore. Do you understand me?
Wink.
And I was like, I didn't. It took me several years. It took me until we went to his funeral when I was like, oh, he wanted me to kill him. He wanted me to fucking suffocate him out if he couldn't get back on a ladder. There's a happy ending to this story. He basically recovered pretty quickly and was completely fine and lived to be like over 100 years old. That guy was sick as hell.
Unkillable.
He's one of the old people who, if you ask him what his life is and what his secret is, he's like, well, I play golf every day. I smoke about a cigar and a half, and then I drink a couple glasses of whiskey every single night. So keeps you strong, puts some hair on your chest. I'm gonna go back up on the ladder.
Yeah, see you guys later.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with these soap bottom shoes. Good to see you.
Yeah. The only thing that gives me any kind of hope is that both of my great grandparents died basically after they were like, yeah, I'm done. Game's complete.
Yeah.
100% of life. I don't want to be around anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Side quest
done.
Main quest finished. Trophies gained.
There is something, there is something very specifically dangerous about shoveling snow.
Oh, yeah.
About the movement of it. It's the it is the arm muscles that attach to the pecs that like surround the arm, and the exertion of lifting your arms and weight above your above chest level, as you would do in a shoveling motion. That is fucking boomers. That's boomers. Omaha Beach.
Also,
that has taken them out. That has taken them out left and right. Those exercises. I really wanted to save that thread and follow all the profiles of those big Oakley, old man Oakley shade selfie PFPs.
Yeah.
And I want to follow all those guys who said, I shovel snow all the time. Fuck you, doctor. And be like, wait till February. Wait till February and when the posts stop. And just see oh, yep.
That's really funny. A couple things. First off, one more thing about my great grandfather. And if I've told you this story, I'm sorry. He has maybe my favorite quote of all time, which is when he was 88 years old. He golfed like an 88 or something. I don't know enough about golf, but apparently it was really good. He was like 90 or 88 or something, and he got like a really good score. I don't know how golf works, whatever. They wrote about him in the newspaper, the local newspaper, and they were like, so, were you always like the best at golfing of people you knew? And he said, well, I used to be the worst of all my friends at golfing, and then they all died. So now I'm kind of the best at everything.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm the best by default because my friends kicked off 2 decades ago.
Yeah, fucking idiot. I have that newspaper framed somewhere in this house, and I want to find it and hang it up on the wall.
Funny.
Secondly, I guarantee you with the shoveling snow thing that it's also a really bad idea to be doing those specific movements when it's so cold outside that all of the blood is going away from your extremities and towards your heart.
Yeah.
Just kind of like compiling here.
It feels bad.
Yeah. And then 3, I like your solutions to this. Whoever it's colder for gets Thanksgiving and then Christmas. Wait. Yeah, we understand.
Colder gets Thanksgiving.
Colder gets Thanksgiving, warmer gets Christmas because it's easier to travel. That makes sense. If you are dealing with this though anywhere else, where you know what I mean, like where that's not necessary. Like, okay, let's say your family is in California, their family is in Arizona. It's still kind of like a travel, but the snow thing isn't really a deal. How do we solve the general problem? I've got an idea for you. I've got a pitch. So you know how when you're getting married, you go out and you sample different caterers' foods and cakes? Yeah. You have each of your family members come to you and basically create like a smorgasbord little sampler plate of all the dishes that they'll be making at Thanksgiving. Yeah. And then you try them all, judge them, and you go to the winner's house. And you repeat this every year so that way the winner their family gets a chance to
one up.
Yeah. Redeem themselves or fall off.
Let's see. I have a question. Is this a heterosexual?
It appears so, yeah.
It appears so. Unfortunately, I have to tell them that they have to go to whoever is mom's family.
Whoever.
Is that right?
Mom's family gets Christmas.
Wait, what do you mean? Which mom?
Do you know about the dad's family dichotomy? No. There is a thing that happens when people get married and have kids that the default is to do major holidays or important things with mom's family. And dad's family kind of gets secondary access to you as a child and so it is usually the default of holidays are with the grandparents on the mom's side.
Oh, you're saying the woman in this heterosexual relationship because they will, if all things go to plan, become mom. Okay.
So you should just like get used to that.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
It's like it's one of those things where like I saw a TikTok. It was this woman. She was like happy her brother was getting married, and then it was like realizing your dad's family. Like, yeah, it's just like this weird unspoken American rule. I don't know if other people do it too, but it's definitely a very American
Well, other
thing.
people outside of Americans don't really have the Thanksgiving, Christmas 1-2 punch. That's kind of our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they celebrate their slaughters on different days, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either their conquests or conquest E.
Yeah.
Conquest or conquest E.
Yeah.
Or freedom, yeah. So
Just a series
that's
of
my
series
2
of
cents.
celebrating enslavements or enslaving.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
rebellions, revolutions.
It's so, I know this isn't an original thought, and I'm sure that we've talked about it before, but it really fucks me up how many different countries have a singular day to be like, and also fuck Britain. We're our own people now.
Yeah.
Dude, my girlfriend didn't know what the IRA was.
What?
She didn't know what the IRA was.
She was like, a Roth?
We were okay.
I don't know what that is, actually. I know what the IRA in Ireland is more than I know what a fucking Roth IRA is.
I don't know how we got here, but we were talking about the Great Potato Famine, and I was like, well, it's kind of a misnomer because like for a while there was food being made in Ireland, but the British kept taking it, which like made the famine and starvation in Ireland worse. So like we fell down this like Wikipedia rabbit hole that ended up with her learning about the IRA, and then also learning that Pearl Harbor wasn't what the movie said it was. So she's learning a lot of things about America right now. So like, do you guys know about the potato famine really quick?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I have a question that I could not get answered, which is, why did they simply not eat the British?
Too gamey.
Yeah. Habsburg jaw doesn't taste very good. I think that it's straight up just because who has the resources to fight, you know?
Yeah.
It's just hard.
And the energy, I guess. They were out of potatoes.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Yeah.
War is
It's
hard.
just weird. War's hard. It's so weird that that's a punchline now, though.
What? The potato
The
famine?
potato famine. Like 4 million people died.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's always crazy to me that all of these things become punchlines one day. Eventually,
Yeah.
we're living in
Yeah.
the timeline where finally 9/11 is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like
We
it's
just needed 23 years to get over it. Apparently.
yeah. It's a horrible tragedy. A horrible tragedy
Yeah.
that so many people won't get over. But also, it's kind of funny.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, a second joke has hit this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I called the second plane a callback.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Well, this is the last episode of Boyfriend Material. Thank you.
So you spent 9/11 with Dad's family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Anywho.
Man, Mom's family, huh? That makes sense. I feel like I found a loophole to Mom's family, Dad's family, and it was simply my parents were divorced, so I got both.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
I got to do
Yeah,
both.
that'll do it.
I got both,
That'll
and
do
there
it.
was a 3-hour drive between it. I would have
Oof.
Christmas with Mom in the morning, and then we would drive 3 hours to go to my dad's house, where I would then have Christmas with Dad. And I would have Christmas with my dad's mom's family and my dad's family, because they were all in the same town. And we would go to like 6 houses.
How
It's
full did you get?
I'm fat as shit, and this is why. It's because every holiday, and there's a million of them, it's going over to like 6 different families' houses, eating
yeah.
19 plates. I'm the first one to be fucking nutrient filled. We talked
Yeah,
about this.
dang. Yeah, because you're getting the American holidays, the Mexican holidays,
Uh-huh.
the Jewish holidays, the Catholic holiday. Oh man, yeah, no, that'll do
I'm
it.
getting it all. I'm getting the Irish holidays, the German holidays, Australian for some reason. Yeah, truly getting it all. Yeah, man, do we feel like we solved that? I feel like
I think we solved.
Yeah, that feels pretty rock solid. Colder. I
solved.
think honestly, I was thinking of a couple other ways to sort of divide this this quandary. Mine was on a much more selfish rubric, which was to just base it on food. Thanksgiving's a food holiday. Christmas is a comfort holiday.
Yeah.
So do Christmas at a house with the access to like the more like things to do. Mm-hmm. So like. If you're one of your parents lives in like rural Michigan and you're gonna be there for Christmas, they ain't fuck all to do. That sucks.
Yeah.
Christmas in New York, again, what a treat. You get to go to like the toy store, you get to go around. There's like things, you go ice skating and Rockefeller Center. There's like stuff to do around Christmas.
You meet Donald Trump in a hotel.
In a hotel, yeah, exactly. So
eat birds with an old lady.
Yeah.
Central Park.
Befriend a toy store owner who gives you 2 turtle doves. I think that's a good impression of that actor.
I don't know what you were
2.
doing.
Eat a plain cheese pizza in the back of a limo on your dad's credit card.
Okay.
These are just things from Home Alone 2.
Gotcha.
Specifically too.
Gotcha.
Yeah, electrocute Daniel Stern so much that he turns into a skeleton. It's a great movie. So yeah, I was going to base your travel much more selfishly around things to do around the Christmas holiday, because it's still a food holiday, but less so than Thanksgiving. So doing like very selfishly doing the better food option. Whoever makes the best food, do Thanksgiving there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So that's also something to take into the calculus.
I always went to or preferred my mom's family for Thanksgiving, because I would go to that family and I mean, both sides of my family are pretty good at cooking food. I would say that.
Okay.
But my mom's family would have turkey and mashed potatoes and homemade cranberry sauce, and mac and cheese and stuffing and really good rolls and gravy and all the Thanksgiving stuff that we all know and love. And then my dad's family would have pork and asada and tamales and a lot of beans and rice. Yeah. And it's look, I love Mexican food quite a bit. It's my favorite, but it's really hard to pretend that the Pilgrims were eating beans and rice and a fucking tamale, dude. I'm sorry to say it. I kind of like going to my mom's house just because they made actual Thanksgiving food.
Right.
Little variety, little spice.
Little
of life.
variety. I'm just saying, ain't no fun. If you fed a pilgrim mole, they would kill themselves.
Yeah, pozole, like, they're not having
The
like.
mole would kill them, actually.
Yeah. Also, selfishly, I go against the rubric that you were saying, where I go to my mom's for Christmas. Because she lives in the Midwest and I love it there. And whenever there's a blizzard,
Yeah, so mom's family.
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you've got Midwest build.
Yeah, I'm built for it.
Yeah, and things there are built for you.
Yeah, it's
For
awesome.
you, yeah.
It's incredible. Oh man, the seats at their baseball stadiums are fucking crazy, dude. You can fit me and like have space to like move around and shit.
Yeah, every seat there is ADA compliant.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
This is also not a bit, because there was a point very early on in our friendship where we only had like fashion in common, and you had gone to the Midwest to do like a comedy tour, and you messaged me like a picture of a bunch of racks in the thrift store, and you're like, these are all my size, everything here is mostly my size, this is crazy.
It's the first time I had ever seen it's the first time in my entire life that I had ever found something I liked and went, fuck, it's too big.
Yeah.
That's never fucking happened to me before.
Yeah, usually you're like, it's too short.
It's too short. No, this one was too
short.
This one was too tall and too wide. It was
Yeah.
too fucking big for me.
You were going through racks of clothes belonging to those twins on motorcycles.
Yeah. Which also, if I'm being quite honest with you, is a little scary, because it is the equivalent of finding the bones of a bigger dinosaur.
Like, oh no.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
It's around here somewhere. Something bigger killed this.
All right. We've got another question for y'all. My girlfriend my girlfriend keeps going through my phone. I'm not cheating on her, and I don't have anything to hide, but I feel like once a week she asks to go through my phone or does it while I'm in the shower at her place. Like she's looking for something, and it's starting to hurt my feelings. How can I get her to stop? Is this like a big red flag? We've been dating exclusively for 5 months, and this started like 2 months ago.
She's cheating on you.
Yeah.
Back away, not today, disco lady. Get out of there. This sucks. That is a complete violation of privacy. I honestly think this is projection. I think she's cheating, and she's like, and her guilt is manifesting in distrust of you. Either that, or she is just so psychotically insecure and that can't stand. I'm sorry, that's fucked up.
Or third thing, also bad, she's looking for a reason to break up with you for any reason at all. Like
that sucks.
I can't think there is no I can't think, especially with like 5 months in, I can't think of a single good reason why you would go through someone's phone.
Yeah, you should still be like in the lovey-dovey, this person is perfect phase, no?
Oh, absolutely. 5 months. Yeah, I mean, you guys,
months.
that should be this. You are square in the honeymoon period of a relationship. To have this like weird, manifestation of jealousy or insecurity or anything like that feels very strange for this soon into a relationship. When honestly, this should be the like. Booze and fucking period of your relationship. This is when you're like going out for good meals and getting like having fun, to use dating app language, adventures and having a bunch of sex. Like this should be that's weird.
Yeah. So okay, and then here's the like benefit of the doubt answer. You should like sit her down and be like, hey, I'm not cheating on you. You're hurting my feelings, and also, did something happen to you that makes you feel the need to do this?
We've now entered...
Were you cheated on in your last relationship?
We've now entered the real advice portion of this podcast, because that is honestly, jokes aside, that is the answer, is to have an open, honest conversation and be like, yo, I'm not cheating on you. This is hurting my... Literally, what you just said to us, say to that person. And then be like, hey... in the interest of open and honest communication, like, I want you to talk to me about like what is making you feel this way, why you're feeling this insecurity, what makes you feel like you need to go through my phone, and what happened? Like, did something like occur where you cheated on? Like Griff said, I think you're absolutely right.
Running your finger on a crack on her phone screen. Who did this to you? All right. If you fucking pussies are done with your real advice.
Okay.
Show me on the Instagram stories where he liked someone else's.
I think you get her to do it 2-3 more times, and then you have this conversation with her so that she'll finally stop, and she's assured that there's nothing on your phone, and then bam, start cheating on her immediately.
Okay. Here we go. All right.
And now she'll never see it coming.
What? Oh, wait, whoa.
You put it like, okay, so you get a friend. Say you get a friend, change their number to like, or change their contact information to like, Jessica H.
Oh,
perfect. Jessica H.
Can I give you one worse?
Okay.
Redhead Coffeeshop.
Oh! Yikes.
Oh my God.
Yo.
God damn.
Diabolical.
That is pure evil. So yes, Redhead Coffeeshop. Oh my God. Redhead Coffeeshop. In the context, it's never been more over. Redhead Coffeeshop grounds for divorce. Okay. You put you put Redhead Coffeeshop as a contact of one of your friends. And then have them like text you like, are we still meeting at, such and such a time? Yes. And you text back, yeah, sounds good. Can't wait. And then you wait there for your partner to show up. and you're there alone. I'm not cheating on you. I don't. It's a whole ruse. It's a trap.
Yeah.
I know you looked through my phone. This is proof that you did it. This is very diabolical. And
Yeah,
evil.
please
Do
stop.
not do this.
Do not do
And
this. No trapping. Don't trap your partner.
Yes, under no circumstances are you to do this. It's just a very funny. I just picture you like sitting there swilling brandy with a cigarette. I knew you'd come.
I'm just picturing the fucking going to catch your boyfriend cheating and getting fucking Tommy made from Goodfellas.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Redhead Coffee Shop. That's my activation phrase. Jesus Christ.
It's so fucked up.
It's so bad.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. If you if you did see contact Redhead Coffee Shop in a partner's phone,
No.
consult a lawyer.
Yeah.
That is,
Yeah. Yeah, you're splitting. You're dividing assets, dog.
yeah. Start putting like fucking little like Post-it notes on the things you want, because
Yeah.
it's about to be Splitsville.
Have you guys ever had somebody go through your phone like accusatory?
No.
Interesting. Griff?
Not accusatory now.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I've talked about the one time I had someone go through my phone. I was there.
Oh, yeah, but just so that
That
like
was like a fun haha.
yeah,
hee-hee.
you basically had like going
Yeah.
to like an FBI convention and them showing you
Yeah,
the hottest new
I
toys and tricks.
Yeah,
Right.
I said, can you show
Yeah.
me? Yeah, that like what you would do if you were still like that.
If you were going back to the old you.
Yeah. I haven't had that. I have had someone who I gave when I'm with someone, I give them my phone password because I have nothing to hide. And if they ever need to do something with my phone, like change a song on Spotify, they can just do that. Or I'll even give them like a fingerprint on there because I don't care. It's only been abused once, and then after that, I explained to them that I was revoking their access because I felt like they had crossed the line. So
I did the same thing once with an ex where I gave her a fingerprint on the phone, and also she had the password. And I can't remember the context for this. Basically, somebody had tried to slide into my DMs, but like a person I knew in real life that I like from high school had tried to slide into my DMs and was like, hey, I'd love to get together at such and such time, at such and such place, whatever. And I was like, hey, that sounds cool. I just gotta let you know I am dating somebody and I am not looking to not date this person. Like, I'm very happy, so like would love to meet up. Is it cool if I bring my girlfriend? And I remember that my girlfriend went through my phone, found that, and presented it to me like, so you're talking to other girls? And I was like, did you even read what it said?
did you? She just saw the hearting a message and just flew into a blind rage.
Yeah.
Flew into a blind
Yes.
rage. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I had to do the exact same thing where I changed my password, and then later she asked me why I changed my password, and I went, aha. It sucked. It was an awful feeling. It did not feel good. It's a huge invasion of privacy, and I do not like it. And caller, I don't know. I think you start with Griff's good advice, right? Of just like, hey, who did this to you? Why do you feel this way? I'm not going to cheat on you. Can we have a conversation? And then depending on how they react, then you decide whether or not you want to break up with this person. I feel like.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. You are about to have a conversation that's going to go dramatically one of two ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is going to be either like a very like progressive good step forward for your relationship, or it might end in a breakup. Like it might end up like, okay, well, I think we should probably like call this.
Yeah. But on your phone.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that sucks. It's no fun. So Godspeed. I don't, but it has to happen because this, you just can't stand. This is again, huge invasion of privacy. And again, not a good foundation on which to build a relationship. So
No.
again, this is a
No.
hard conversation that needs to happen now.
Yeah.
Boundaries need to be setting now. This is
Especially,
the time.
5 months into a play, and you don't live together
Yeah.
5 months into the relationship.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
You're
That's an insecurity.
on a dangerous path to like sharing an Instagram account.
Oh.
like those
Oh,
psychotic
I've seen
couples. It's just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
my god,
no, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever see a YouTube comment that says like Scott and Jill as the username?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like something horrid is going on there.
That, it's fucking. I remember back in the MySpace days. When, and again, for me, MySpace was, I think, middle school. Is when we were on it. I remember that 2 people that went to my middle school got together, and after 3 months, they combined it was blank and blank, and they had a shared MySpace page,
That's
which
funny.
sucked. That sucked.
Yeah, it's
Terrible.
a real canary in the coal mine for a doomed relationship.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Also, do you ever see like a behavior of being a terrible partner in like a young person and just be like, how did you know to do this? Who taught you this? Why are you like this? Is it innate? Should we kill you now? Like, have you ever experienced that before?
Like you're saying, like somebody, like a younger cousin or something, you see them do something fucked up.
Maybe, or a friend. Okay,
Por
so
ejemplo.
my example is when I was like in high school, I knew this guy. He was like a piece of shit. He was like really smart, but he was like a little shit about it. And like he was he was dating this girl for like 2 years, and she told him she was pregnant, so he broke up with her and then started dating a sophomore as a senior.
She was pregnant with his kid.
Well, yes. So he broke up with her and then started dating a sophomore who was like one of my close friends. He then started exhibiting a bunch of very like controlling boyfriend behaviors. Like we went on like an orchestra trip, and he made her show him the clothes she would be wearing while she was in Florida, because in his words, it was something like, I don't want people to see what's meant for me, basically. Like, don't wear like a low cut shirt or like a short skirt. And I'm like, how does a 17-year-old have it within themselves to be that diabolically evil? Like, where does is that a learned behavior, or is it just like innately inside some people?
What's the nature or nurture of that? Yeah, that's psychotic. That's insane.
I mean, that
right?
that does sound.
He should have been put down.
Well, yeah, but for other reasons. That sounds like some inherent like sexism bullshit. Like that just kind of sounds like the same thought process of like a woman should never show their ankles. That's meant for me.
Yeah.
That's wild
Right?
as fuck. I can't imagine. That's gross.
Which is like, so you have to figure out, does your girlfriend have a learned or an innate behavior? Is essentially what I'm
Right.
saying.
No, exactly. Well, I in that case of that abhorrent dude, I would say
It looks like shit now.
say what?
It looks like shit.
Well,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. The rot makes its way outside.
He looked like shit then too, but in a different way.
Sure. I would say, yeah, let's, the call is coming from inside the house. You need to see like what kind of relationship models his parents had, and like his, like where he sort of learned attachment styles and stuff like that, not to break it off too pop psychology, but yeah, seeing some like that kind of, that kind of controlling behavior, that sort of, possessive mindset is learned somewhere.
Yeah.
It's learned somewhere, and maybe not even, for not like sexual relationships. It could be, with other things, but it sort of dictates how people sort of see, relate to other people.
You can censor this part, but this might be a big part of it. His dad owned a used car dealership.
Cool.
Okay. Parents
And that feels
parents still
like-
together?
I don't know. But
I mean,
not.
probably. He owned the largest used Toyota dealership in Georgia.
No.
The
no, like a
second
small one.
largest Toyota dealership in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can bleep that part out.
Sure. I don't know. It's texture. Again, it's like it's not it's circumstantial evidence, so
Why
it won't
does
hold
that-
up in court. But it's like, interesting.
What is that even? I'm struggling to know what the like. How does that factor in? Is there like
Because they're like it's like the sleaziest profession.
selling used cars?
Yeah. Have you not seen Matilda?
I mean, yeah.
Like, that's a scumbag job. That's rolling the miles back.
Sure, but it's not. I would like.
That's hiding the Carfax.
Fentanyl dealer, scummier than that. I would say
Sure.
political fixer, scummier job than a used car salesman.
But a blue collar scumbag job
Yeah.
is that.
Podcaster is pretty blue collar
Oh,
scumbag.
absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, the worst of
Fully.
the worst.
The worst of the worst.
The
Yeah.
absolute. Just put 'em
But an
down.
absolutely essential worker. Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot believe people weren't honking horns and banging pans for podcasters during the pandemic.
I'm glad they didn't because I need good sound quality.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, could you stop? I'm trying to get room tone. I need to
Yeah.
I need quiet.
I yelled at them when they did it for the doctors because I was trying to do my yuck yuck.
Oh my god.
So caller, God love you. This sucks. I really hope it goes. I really hope it breaks your way. But the only way for that to happen is to have a very frank and earnest discussion
Yeah.
about this somewhat alarming breach of trust.
Go through her phone.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah. Uno
Yeah.
reverse.
yeah. Tit
Yeah.
for
Go
tat.
through her phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go through.
That's what you're gonna find.
Also, take a picture of an Uno reverse card and make it your background, but only the background that shows once you get into the phone.
Yeah, not the lock screen, the home screen.
The home
No,
screen.
yeah.
So that way when she gets in her phone, she sees it, she goes, "What?" She turns around. You've got her phone in your hands and
Yeah.
you're going through her DMs.
You're going click for click.
Yeah. Oh, God. You remember we used to do that?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Phone chicken.
Yeah, the game I
Oh,
I
God.
invented for Rooster Teeth.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We should bring it back.
It's
do
good.
it.
It was a fun show. It made
really
people really
good.
uncomfortable, which was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
It made
Yeah.
me terrified.
yeah.
I will say a little peek behind the curtain. One thing that we used to do is Andrew would tell us that we were going to do phone chicken the next day before we did it, or whoever was going to be on the show. So you would have a brief opportunity to kind of get rid of the worst stuff on your phone.
Yeah. Like the really bad stuff.
But there was what I thought was really great about the show is anything that that was found was always a thing that I had forgotten to be like to
Worried
be
about.
mindful of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite thing was like, the things your mind immediately jumps to hide are like nudes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Things like that, stuff either yours or ones your partner has sent you. Those are the things that jump to mind. You're like, oh no, or like search histories and stuff like that. But if you aren't deleting that immediately, that is terrible OPSEC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was always stuff like a voice message your partner left you.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like,
I don't know what
I
that
don't know what that
says. I
says.
don't know what they're saying. I don't know what
and honestly, the stuff that's more cringy is not even like a sexual like voicemail. It's like a real lovey-dovey one that's so earnest
Yeah.
and like just
Embarrassing.
You're like, oh boy.
Oh man, I thought about doing this, but I decided against it for very obvious reasons. But the first time we played, I thought it would be really funny if I just took 67 pictures of my dick and balls. But I realized immediately why that would be a bad, awful, terrible idea that you don't want to do to somebody.
See, that's what you do if you're playing this game at like a stand-up night.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a strat for that. Otherwise, we all would have been having to speak with a VNN
With a big HR rep. Yeah.
big HR rep.
Big HR rep.
I mean, an average size HR rep. I mean, statistically, just like an average size
Yeah.
HR rep.
Like 4
HR rep,
inches.
yeah. That's pretty big.
Average. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. All right, folks. Well, I've had so much fun. I feel like we've helped out a lot. It's crazy that I thought that second question was going to have a longer answer, but it turns out that sucks. That sucks.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to
That
deal with it.
blows.
Yeah. Is it a big red flag? Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
Hundo.
I feel like you including that in the question means you also kind of knew it was a big red flag.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we were able to help you with that, and I'm glad that we were able to help people decide where to spend Thanksgiving. I still say it's where the best food is. I straight up, I feel like that's how you decide it, is who's got the better feast.
Because travel sucks no matter what. That's
Yeah.
I started coming around. I started like disagreeing with the thing I agreed with previously because I was like, no, travel sucks kind of no matter what. So go with the best food.
And yeah, hey, if you have a Thanksgiving themed question that you would like to send us, send it to midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com. You can also send us a DM on Instagram at midnightsnack.tv, or you can send us a tweet or a DM on X, the everything app, at Midnight Snack LA. If you want to help support the show, you can go to patreon.com/midnightsnacktv. Follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/midnightsnacktv, I think. Question mark. Is that it? Is there an underscore somewhere in there? It's twitch.tv/midnightsnack_TV.
God damn it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my God, we fucking suck at naming things.
Yeah.
Well, it was really a race to the top of the barrel.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, go do all those things. Go support us there. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. The Patreon is really big. If you can help support us make the show, it's really fun. We make this show using the money that you guys give us, but we're also working on extra content. And you can hear some of our bonus episodes that we have so far. We have one out right now. We have another one that I have to edit and put out. And then we're going to be making some more stuff too, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, and to hold us accountable, this is coming out Tuesday. To hold us accountable, Thursday, live stream the game, The Quarry.
Yep.
We're gonna, maybe we'll finish it.
Maybe we'll finish it. So tune in this Thursday
knows?
at some point. Well, times TBD. But this Thursday, I guess would that be the 9th, the 8th or 9th, something like that.
I think it is the 7th.
Oh,
Yep.
Thursday is the 7th. So it's the 7th at some point during probably the evening, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
We will be streaming The Quarry on Twitch. So tune in for that. It'll be a blast. It always has been.
And I want to apologize. I want to apologize for not having set up our Twitch account to download the streams because that's my bad. Moving forward, I will fix that and we will be posting it. But if you've missed our Quarry playthroughs, don't worry, because I'll be giving a PowerPoint presentation on everything that you've missed so far. And it'll be really fun. So come join us for that. We love you. If you want to find me on social media, I'm at Mondo Does Stuff, MANDO Does Stuff, all one word. That's Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that fun stuff. Go find me there. Andrew, where can the people find you?
The people can find me at Instagram. I am andrewrosas.ig on Instagram. Follow me there.
Griff?
I am the _ indoor kid at all platforms that allow an underscore, and if it doesn't, just take it out, because that's probably me. I'm filled with an overwhelming sense of dread. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on what happens Tuesday, catch us in Barbados or some other non-extradition country.
Yeah. Well, that's a weird. Sure.
Huh?
Yeah. You know what?
What?
I'm on board. Hey, if you're in San Diego, California, and you want to escape the horrors or celebrate the victory of Election Day, I'll be performing stand-up comedy at the world famous Madhouse Comedy Club. It's a really fun place. I am opening up for my very good friend Dallas McLaughlin. He's a really cool guy. He's actually real good friends with friends of the show, Eric Bedour. And Mega 64 and all those guys, and worked on a bunch of shows that I'm a big fan of. So yeah, come on out. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be doing 4 shows, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday. It's going to be a good time. Madhouse Comedy Club. That's on Friday and Saturday. That is the 8th and the 9th. So come on out to that. More info on my Instagram. And hey, if you want to help us out, you could tell somebody about the show, or you could leave a 5-star review.
Yes, please.
Please, we need the reviews. They really help.
Apparently,
as does sharing the podcast.
Apparently, people have been doing like reviews or leaving comments on Spotify. I found out from somebody that their favorite thing to do is to go through the comments. Here's okay, I'm reading the comments now. That's really funny. You can leave comments on Spotify. This comment comes from Damon, who says, "I'm not asking. I'm demanding more high episodes. I just listened to it yesterday. I'm listening to it again today while leaving this comment."
Amazing.
Somebody else, Gator Wayne, says, "Y'all got to get your shit together and take double the amount of edibles you did in this
Oh my
episode,
God.
please and thank you." Holy shit.
Oh boy.
You can also leave us a 5-star review like this one that was left on on Apple Podcasts. And it's a 5-star review that says "From Truth, Honor, and Regret." And the title just says "For," F-O-R. And the review just says, "Andrew, do not eat."
Andrew, okay. Well, it's legally binding if it's a comment. I
Yep.
do not eat.
Sorry, Tubby, no more food for you.
I guess so. Damn. Cuts deep.
Well,
I guess.
Also to hold us accountable, I do believe we promised an erotic reading by Andrew for the Patreon.
We did.
So I will be scripting that this week, I guess.
Okay.
Perfect. Yep.
What an
Yeah.
erotic reading of what?
Well, it was going to be the Tucker Carlson thing, but I feel like now I just have to find a better one.
Sure, we can do that.
yeah.
We also have that bonus episode that I never edited, like I said.
Oh yeah.
Where I
Way
think
to put that one out.
we talked about
How to build a sex room.
how to build a sex
That's
room.
coming out this week. That'll be
Probably.
Oh.
okay. I will edit it, and it will come out this week.
One of us will edit
There we
it, and
go.
it'll come out this week.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's funny because y'all's cameras are revealed.
I know. I noticed it halfway
looks
through the
really
episode.
weird.
Yeah. I keep looking off to nothing.
Yeah. It looks like we're looking
Nothing.
away from each other in disgust.
I
You guys are
will.
gonna have to switch next time.
Yeah, I'll fix it next
we'll
time.
switch which.
Shut the fuck up, dude. I would fucking hey, Dad. Hey, Switch Witch. How about you go fucking plow the driveway real quick? You motherfucker, you.
I'm about to turn into a switchblade.
And we'll see you next week, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mwah.